Marshall hit the road again in Week 3, this time traveling only 345 miles to Chapel Hill, North Carolina for the Carolina Classic hosted by UNC. The herd faced the Miami Redhawks, Hampton Pirates, Towson Tigers, and then finished with the UNC Tar Heels. First was an old rival from the days of the Mid-American Conference, the Miami Redhawks. Jordan Dixon started the contest the way she started most of them, with 2 quick strikeouts. On offense, Taylor McCord got the herd going, punching one out to center.
Sure takes a deep breath, winds in, delivers. McCord's going to line this one off into center field, back by the fence, and over. Look up and say goodbye. Taylor McCord, home run number 4 this season. A solo shot gives Marshall the early lead, 1-0.
In the second, Miami put a runner on first, but she didn't last long.
Next pitch from Dixon. That one's popped up in the air on a bunt attempt. Dixon catches it. They'll throw over to first base, and it is in time for the double play.
Marshall pushed across 2 more runs in the bottom of the second. A single by Maddie Marshall put 2 runners on for Alicia D'Orazio.
D'Orazio steps into the batter's box. First pitch from Sure. This one's lined off into deep left center field. That's going to go all the way back to the fence. Both base runners are going to be coming in. Cauliflower scores. Maddie Marshall comes in, and she makes it home just before the throw. So Alicia D'Orazio with a 2 RBI double.
The lead increased to 4 in the 4th inning. Morgan Zirkle hit a 2-out single and then used her speed to inch a little closer to Marshall history.
Holman winds and delivers upstairs high. Zirkle off and running. She's in there for a stolen base. Morgan Zirkle, she is now 2nd all-time with her 131st career stolen base.
With Zirkle's speed now in scoring position, McCord easily brought her home.
Inside line hard. That one's going to go past Tran all the way back to the fence. Zirkle's going to come in to score easily, and McCord is going to walk into second base with a stand-up RBI double.
In the 6th, Miami finally found a little traction and scored a run. With bases loaded and 1 out, Dixon and the herd D settled in and squashed the threat. Just for good measure and to make it a little harder on Miami to come back, the herd added 2 more runs in the bottom of the 6th. D'Orazio reached on an error, and then Zirkle took advantage. Marshall led 6-1, and the defense quickly finished off the Redhawks for the 7th win of the year. The herd came back the next day to take on the 1-8 Hampton Pirates. Hampton showed some fight and proved why teams can never sleep on another team that is struggling. Marshall scored first in the top of the 2nd. Shaylin Braxton led off with a single. Then 2 batters later used her quick feet to score on an error.
Left fielder digs back in. Next pitch, that's going to go right to shortstop. Great grab by Wise. She tries to throw to third, and the ball gets away from Crawford. Braxton takes off for home, and Estrada will advance to second. Thundering Herd is on the board, 1-0.
Hampton jumped on freshman pitcher Kaylee Williamson in the bottom of the 2nd.
Williamson gets the sign, pitch on the way. That one's lifted up high into the air in left field. Estrada tracking it back by the fence, and it is over. 2-run home run for Morgan Crawford. 4th hit of the season. They've all gone for extra bases.
However, Williamson showed her resolve, cutting off any other chances in the inning with a strikeout and then an easy pop fly to D'Orazio at 2nd. Trailing 2-1, the Marshall offense got to work scoring 3 runs and taking a 2-run lead.
McCord lays down the bunt. She'll take off down the first base line. D'Orazio is safe. They'll turn and throw. Not in time. Dice will set back up. Runners at 3rd and 2nd. Zirkle at 3rd. McCord at 2nd. Dice is going to line one up the middle. It's going to make its way into center field. Zirkle comes in to score. McCord on the run. 2 outs, 2 bases. Thundering Herd puts 2 more runs up on the board.
Sophomore Allie Burdett was handed the game ball to start the 3rd. After allowing one hit, Burdett and the defense made the plays to hold the lead.
And it is a 5-4-3 double play. D'Orazio made the turn, threw it to DeShields at first, and that will end the inning. Braxton digs back in. Next pitch from Babinsack. This one's going to be lined over into the gap all the way back by the fence. Zirkle trots her way home, and so does McCord. Shaylin Braxton slides in with a 2 RBI double.
Marshall increased the lead to 4 in the fourth, but that didn't last long. When Hampton stepped back up, the Pirates took advantage of an error and 2 walks to load the bases. Hampton then cut the lead in half.
Alvarez digs in. First pitch lined over top of DeShields' glove into right field. 1 run will come in to score. Warwick coming around. She will step on home plate. Is a 2 RBI single for Alvarez.
The Pirates loaded the bases again. And that ended the day for Burdett and brought in Dixon. However, in a flash, the game was tied.
1-1 count. Anderson shows bunt, then pulls back. That one's lined right back up the middle. 1 run will come in. They're going to send around the second one. That is Alvarez coming for the plate, and we are tied at 6.
After Hampton tied the game, the Pirates then felt the wrath of the Oklahoma flamethrower.
So 1-2 count, glove slap. Dixon's next pitch, swing and a miss. 2 straight strikeouts will end the inning. One-two count to away. Dixon, next one, swing and a miss. 8 straight Ks by Jordan Dixon since entering the game in the bottom of the 4th inning.
In between the Pirates getting shot down, Marshall regained the lead in the top of the 6th.
McCord lines it straight back to the fence. D'Orazio trots home. McCord rounds first, and she's going to slide into second base safely. Double to left center field, drives in a run.
The 7th was much of the same for Hampton.
Dixon fires in. That's taken for strike 3. Hit the top edge of the strike zone. Dixon now 9 straight in this game.
Until somebody finally made contact.
See what she can do in her second at bat. Pops this one up into the air, going over in her left center field. Triple A calls for it on the run and makes the catch. So the strikeout streak comes to an end. 10 straight batters retired by Jordan Dixon and the Herd defense.
And then Dixon smoked one more batter to secure the win.
Dixon fires away. Swing and a miss. It's actually tipped right back to the glove of McCord. And Jordan Dixon and the Herd defense retire 11 straight batters to get the win, 7-6.
Marshall stayed on the field to finish the day's doubleheader against the Towson Tigers. And Dixon kept that fire going. In the second, the Herd took the lead for good.
1-0 count, next pitch. Burdett gets a hold of this one, sends it off deep into right center field, all the way back by the base of the fence. Burdett rounds first, she's going to head to second. Estrada rounding on around, scores the first run of the game for the Thundering Herd. First pitch to her, she'll drop down the bunt. Harrington has to come out of the circle. She does not make the throw. That's going to go over into right field. Triple A rounds first, she's going to slide into second, and Burdett comes home.
Marshall added one more run in the third.
Cauliflower rips that one over into center field. Braxton's going to come in to score.
Meanwhile, Dixon continued her masterful day.
7 strikeouts now in the game for Jordan Dixon. 17 total for the day.
And received great help from the defense.
Dixon winds and delivers. Upstairs, that one's going to be lined over to right center, but on the run is Eloise Triple A. Another catch. She just makes great reads right off the bat.
Dixon and the D clamped down the final last-ditch efforts for Towson.
Dixon winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. Jarvis goes down. Jordan Dixon with her 24th career double-digit strikeout game. 895 now in her career. The Thundering Herd improved to 9-3.
Marshall made it through the first 3 games, but Sunday proved to be different as the Herd faced the home team, the UNC Tar Heels. It was a day of blasts to center field. North Carolina hit 5, while Morgan Zirkle added 1 to the deepest part of the field as well.
Can Zirkle at least advance D'Orazio or bring her in? Let's find out. 1-2 count. Lynch winds and delivers. This one lofted up high into center field. Going back deep is DeBerry, and it is over the fence. Look up and say goodbye. 2-run home run by Morgan Zirkle, her second of the season.
UNC belted its way to an 8-2 lead. Marshall did not go away quietly, showing some resilience, heart, and fight in the 7th.
Cauliflower steps back up. That's a grounder up the middle. It's going to make its way into center field, so Jordan Cauliflower on base with a single.
2 batters later, Alicia D'Orazio cut the lead to 5.
Jordan Cauliflower at third. First pitch from Lynch, grounder. That's going to bounce off of Shiflett as she tries to backhand it over by second base. Cauliflower comes in to score. So Thundering Herd not going quietly here in the 7th inning.
UNC finally halted the Herd's comeback attempt and handed Marshall its 4th loss of the year. However, 3 more wins were in the books as something special was about to begin on the journey to 42.